Nobody said this stuff makes any sense. We're hooked again. The point of no return. See how the buildings burn, light up the night. Such a pretty sight. Adrenaline keeps me in the game. Adrenaline, you don't even feel the pain. Wilder than your wildest dreams. When you're going to extremes, it takes adrenaline. You don't feel the pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The moment you've all been waiting for is here. The Phaze 3. Now, this is another ball on the list of bowling balls that I said I wouldn't get, but I got this one for Christmas, so what the hell, you know? So yeah, here it is, Phaze 3. Weight, of course, 15 pounds, top weight, under 3.0, so it's competition legal. Love it. Pin 3, 3.5. And of course, that is ye old weight block right there. The velocity core, the same thing that's inside the Phaze 2. And of course, R3S hybrid reactive cover stock. Interesting. So yeah, 1500 grit polished. This should be very, very interesting. And of course, the fragrance being grapevine. So I know for a fact that if I remember, let me see, the High Road Pearl is also got that grape fragrance to it. So I don't know if there's going to be any differences to the fragrance, but what the hell does that matter? It's not like it does anything for the ball other than it smells great. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And I have no idea what this thing is going to be like. I haven't really seen any videos on it, you know, because like I said, this wasn't really a ball that really, you know, stuck out to me, so I'd never even bothered to actually look at it. But this is actually a good thing because, you know, it's better not knowing and to like be surprised, you know. Why would I want to spoil it, right? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna just skip right to it. Of course, I'll show you guys the layout when I get it, so let's do this. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. I am in such a rush that I forgot to get the ball out of the box, right? It's becoming like a traditional thing here. So that out of the way, and booyah, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Jesus Christ, that is fantastic. Look at that. It's all crystally looking. That's nice. I guess that's one big difference between the Phaze 2 and the Phaze 3. This one's got that pearlized looking cover stock. Meanwhile, the Phaze 2 is solid. So that's really nice. And not only are we going to be looking at the Phaze 3, but we're also going to be looking at these. That's right, I got these for Christmas as well. The Belmo socks. So I've been hearing a lot about these Belmo socks, and I don't really know what they're supposed to do for you, but it says here on the back, let's see, what does it say? They're moisture resistant and breathable so the skin stays cool and socks dry fast. Low kinetic friction for maximum abrasion reduction to help stop blisters. Outstanding fabric hand contributes to overall comfort and feel, and exceptional durability. So I don't know what the hell all that means, but I assume it's a good thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna review these two, and we're gonna see how they feel, I guess. So let's get to it. Okay, everybody, before we get this whole thing underway, allow me to show and discuss with you real quickly the new layout that I have decided on for this Phaze 3. Now, unfortunately, for those of you who are probably hoping for it, I decided not to go with the traditional pin above the bridge with the CG kicked over to the right. And the reason for that is because, number one, I already had the Phaze 2 drilled that way, and I've already done a ball review video on it for those of you who are new to my channel and you haven't seen that. If you want to see how that turned out, you could find that video in my bowling playlist in the playlist section of my channel, so go check that out when you have the chance. And yeah, that, all I can say is for those of you who have seen it, you probably already know, but that bowling ball, the Phaze 2, with that layout, it had a pretty aggressive back end reaction. And so from that, I had already had the assumption, I guess you could say, that the Phaze 3 was going to be way more powerful than the Phaze 2 in its reaction if I had that pin above the bridge with the CG kicked over to the right put on it. Because bear in mind, the Phaze 2, it had a pretty aggressive reaction, and that thing has a solid cover stock, and the Phaze 3 has a kind of like a pearlized cover stock. So I've been told, and I have done my research as well, that pearlized cover stocks on bowling balls mean that they're going to have more reaction compared to a bowling ball with a solid cover stock. So I felt like it would be completely unnecessary, and yeah, I just felt like it wasn't the Phaze 3 didn't need that layout, and also because I don't feel the need to really, you know, have to play way deep on the inside, because I know if I put that layout on the bowling ball, I'm gonna have no choice but to play, you know, those deep inside angles, and I really did not want to do that to myself. So after discussing that with my pro shop guy and telling him everything else that I had in my arsenal and how I had the majority of my bowling balls already like that anyway, he I guess took note that I didn't have any bowling ball where I had the pin above the middle finger yet, so he figured now would be the chance to try that, and on this bowling ball. So that's what we did. As you can see here, I had the pin put above the middle finger, and the CG moved over to the right, kind of just passing the ring finger. So yeah, I guess now that's the first time for me. I now have a layout like that, and with this layout, I can tell you right now, just to keep it short and sweet, with this layout, the ball will go long and strong. So you guys are going to see that with this 3-game series that I'm about to throw here. And I will warn you right now, the first and second game I played normally, like at my normal pace, and in the third game I decided to do exactly what I did in the all-road video. I moved like a full step forward, or at least a half a step, I don't remember, and I slowed down my approach and I played deep on the inside to see if the ball could handle playing those deep inside angles. So you guys are going to see how that turned out with this layout. So here we go, let's get this thing started. Enjoy the video.
sorry, he's looking for a ham bone!
Shannon, say it with me.
Hello!
Girl, welcome to the booth.
Okay, everybody, now that the Phase 3 has been dealt with, let's go ahead and discuss this. So, I did mention earlier in the video that with this layout that I had, where I had the pin above the middle finger, that the ball would go long and strong. And indeed, we did see that. It went long, and then it plowed through the pins with all the strength that it had. Like, literally every strike shot that you guys can see, you could just hear it. It just plowed right through those pins. It was a pin explosion. It was crazy. But I will admit that throughout these 3 games, I felt like I struggled because you could see it. I mean, there were times in there where I just like made the ball go straight down the lane as if I was throwing a spare ball. It was really weird. This one, it was just weird. I think I struggled to figure out the layout is what it was, because there was very minimal reaction out of the ball, which is kind of strange because, you know, this Phase 3 has a pearlized cover stock and it has the exact same weight block as it does in the Phase 2. So yeah, I guess we can say that this one was on me. I struggled to figure it out, but I guess I still have some work to do if I want to figure out how this thing works. But it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, it was still pretty cool, though, that, you know, the strength that this thing had when it plowed through the pins. It was really awesome. But I can only imagine how strong and how crazy of a hook reaction this thing would have if I had drilled it exactly like I drilled the Phase 2. Because remember, like I said, same weight block as the Phase 2, only a different cover stock. It has a pearlized cover stock, which means it will have more reaction down on the back end. So I think that the reaction on this thing, if I had it the same as the Phase 2, would be insane. So yeah, I just want to apologize to you guys, because I know a lot of you were waiting forever for this video to come out, and it ended up being quite, you know, a not so great one in my opinion, because, you know, there wasn't really anything special to this one. I mean, the ball, you know, didn't hook like crazy. Even in game 3, you could see I slowed down my approach, I slowed down my ball speed to give the ball time to really, like, you know, to really try to show how much it can hook. And it didn't really seem like a whole lot. And then not only that, I know there wasn't any, like, you know, crazy strikes with some crazy pin action. There weren't any messengers. It was just like your ordinary 3 games. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I'll try to do better next time. But, you know, I guess we can contribute part of this to the fact that, you know, I had a different layout on the ball, and I struggled to figure it out. And also, you know, there were times where I just messed up and, you know, I just made bad shots. So anyway, that is that. But the Phase 3, it's not a bad ball. That one was on me. It's a great ball. Obviously, it's very, very powerful. And yeah, it's great ball, no lie. And now let's go ahead and let's talk about the Belmo socks. So these Belmo socks, after really, you know, looking at what they're supposed to do, I think, like, to keep it short and sweet, the Belmo socks are supposed to, like, if your feet sweat, these socks absorb the sweat so your feet stay dry. Also, they protect against they protect your feet against because obviously your shoes are going to, like, rub against your feet, and that's going to cause blisters and stuff. These socks protect you from that. And also, obviously, they're very durable, and they're supposed to be very comfortable as well. So one of the biggest problems for me when I bowl is my feet sweat a lot. These I bought these socks because it said on the description that these things are moisture resistant. So that's why I bought them. And after using them in these 3 games, I can tell you that it worked. These things are moisture resistant. It was so weird. Like, I'm sorry for grossing you out, but if I really am grossing you out, but I gotta say it as it is, and there's no way I can't say it with, like, out, you know, making it sound gross. But yeah, throughout these 3 games, I can feel my feet getting very sweaty. But the weird thing is when I took the socks off, my feet were dry. It was really weird. So yeah, all I can say is, yeah, these things really did achieve that whole moisture resistant thing. It was really, really strange, but it was cool. Obviously, I can't tell you about the whole thing about them protecting against blisters, because I feel like that can only apply if you bowl for a very long period of time, like the professionals do, where they bowl like 16 games a day in qualifying or something like that for like 3 days. So I couldn't tell you that part. The durability part, I guess they're durable. I mean, they didn't have, after playing these 3 games, they didn't get any holes in them or anything like that. So I guess they're durable. And yes, they were very, very comfortable. I can tell you that part. So yeah, the moisture resistant part is something that I definitely noticed. So definitely worth the investment for me. If you guys want to try these socks out, go get yourself a pair, because these things definitely, if you have a problem with your feet sweating when you bowl, these things will help you the hell out. So worth it for me. I like the Belmo socks. I like the Phase 3. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry if it was kind of a bore if you didn't enjoy it. But I will do better next time, and I don't know what I'm going to do next, but we shall find out and see. So I'm Frank the Tank. Catch you guys in the next one. Later.